5 more Slovak words that are false friends of English. What are they, and how different are they to their English counterparts? Well, let's find out. Zdravím všetkých and welcome to another video. Now, in today's video, we're doing another false friends of English video. If you haven't seen the first video, I would definitely recommend you go check that one out. There's a lot of juicy comments in the comment section. That's where you get the real in-depth analysis from the Slovak viewers of this channel. And well, I'm prepared with my coffee today, so we have another 5. These ones I think are pretty interesting. I went through the comments of the previous video, but let's get into the first false friend of English. Now, for the first Slovak word that is a false friend of English for today is the word akcia. Now, when I first saw this word akcia, to me, I first thought of the word action. I'm thinking of, action, like a verb, lights, camera, action, to do something. But the context in which I saw this word was a little funny to me because I would see akcia like in stores, like maybe clothing stores or something to that effect. So akcia does not mean action exactly in English. It's kind of meaning kind of like more sale or deal or like discount, something like that. Also, depending on the context, it can mean event, activity, promotion even. But again, it's a very contextual word. Let's see what it means more specifically. The Slovak word akcia primarily translates to share or stock. Now, that's not my understanding. I kind of understand it as like more promotion or sale. I've seen this word used most often, like, as I said earlier, in stores when there's a deal or a sale or some kind of promotion going on, something like that. It can also refer to an activity or event. Now, this may be true. This is something to where you'd want to go down into the comment section to check the Slovak viewers' answers. Derived from the Latin verb agere, which means to act or to do. When I was first seeing this word akcia in stores, I was thinking that it meant more like attention, there's sales going on, and maybe that's what it kind of means, but it more directly is meaning like sales or promotion, like I mentioned earlier. So that's going to be the first Slovak false friend of English. The second Slovak false friend word is the word kontrola. Now, this word to me sounds like the English word control. So when I first heard this word, I was thinking that kontrola means like to control, like to control something, to have power over something, or almost be responsible over something in a way. But kontrola does not mean to control exactly. It's kind of meaning more like to check something or to inspect something. You can see this handy comment that someone left on the previous false friend video, and they kind of explained this a bit, so that was kind of cool to see. Here they also give the example, like if you're going to a concert and then you need to get checked by security, you're going through the kontrola, like they need to, pat you down and check you so you don't have like weapons or whatever. I would imagine that it's probably the same thing when you're going, getting on a plane, you have to go to the kontrola. Or maybe if you're going to like an embassy or something, at least the US embassy, there's a lot of, you have to get patted down and checked, all that kind of stuff. So kontrola is meaning more to like to inspect something, to check something. Then in that same comment, they give us the actual word or words to mean control in Slovak, and those would be ovladať or ovladanie. So maybe if you wanted to know those, that's how you'd say control in Slovak. Slovak false friend word number 3 is the word rifle. Now, when I first saw this word rifle, I thought it meant rifle, and I was very confused because rifle is like a type of gun, like an M1 Garand or something like that. So I was very confused when I first saw this word out in the wild. I think I saw it actually in a previous video that I did when I went to Banská Bystrica. Rifle is not meaning rifle like a gun, but rifle is meaning jeans, like the type of pants that you wear. So an article of clothing. That makes a bit of sense because where I saw that word was actually outside of a clothing store. So I should have put 2 and 2 together at the time, but I just really didn't know that rifle means jeans. So when you say rifle, it's not talking about like a gun, like something like that, but jeans. So here you can see the prompt that I gave Perplexity AI, and I gave it a simple one. What does rifle mean in Slovak? But As you can see, it didn't even really detect that I'm referring to the word rifle, that means jeans in Slovak, but it's just thinking I'm saying the word rifle. And they say that rifle is translating to puška in Slovak. Now, I can't confirm that because I don't 100% know, so maybe check the comments of this video to double check or put this in a translator. But it appears that puška is meaning the English word rifle, and the Slovak word rifle, which is spelt the same way as rifle, is meaning jeans. So kind of interesting for word number 3. Slovak false friend word number 4 is the word bod or body. Now, especially the plural form of this word, body, sounds like the English word body, and me and my body. But no, that is not what body is meaning. Someone else pointed this out, I think, in the comments of the previous video, and the Slovak word body is referring to points. Like, it could be dots, or like the points in like a mathematical equation, or maybe even like the points in a conversation. Maybe you're making a point, you're telling someone something. Oh, what's the point of this topic, or what's the point of this conversation? Something like that. So the singular form is bod. Maybe not pronouncing it the best, but like bod, something like that. And plural would be bodji. So it sounds like the English word body, but it's not meaning body. Now, I actually know the Slovak word for body, and that would be telo or telo. I think just telo. So in Slovak, the word telo is meaning body, and the Slovak word bodji or body is meaning points, or bodj for point. So I can see how one can easily get that word confused with the English word body. So another interesting word. As this says on the right here, bod in English can kind of be a short, like, slang way of saying body too, but it wouldn't be pronounced bod, but bod. But here, what the AI is giving us is, the Slovak word bodj translates to point, kind of referring to a geometric point, or a dot, or maybe even a score point. Now, it would be great for the Slovak viewers of this channel to comment down below to let the rest of us know how accurate that is. Now, the 5th and final Slovak false friend word of English for today's video will have to be the word robot. Now, this word robot, it sounds like the English word robot. Now, the Slovak word robot, I forget if I read this in the comment section or if someone just kind of told me what this word means, but someone told me that the Slovak word robot can refer to like something that's in your kitchen, like a kitchen appliance. So maybe if you have like a mixer, that can be like a type of robot, or maybe a toaster or microwave. Something mechanical, like a mechanical kitchen tool, can be a robot. And in some way, then it's almost already similar to the English word robot, but it's, to my understanding, is not referring to like a sci-fi robot, but more like a kitchen appliance. Alright, so I'm editing this video for you right now, and I just wanted to add a quick comment about the word robot. Now, in the video, I kind of say that the Slovak word robot doesn't mean robot, and I've actually heard conflicting things from different people. So my Slovak tutor told me that it is referring to more kitchen appliance and doesn't really mean robot. But then I brought this up with some Slovak friends of mine, and they said that it means robot. So I'm a little confused with this word. Maybe some Slovaks can comment down in the comment section below, but I guess depending on who you ask, it might refer to a robot, but it also might more so refer to a kitchen appliance or something to that effect. So just a quick note. There was kind of a somewhat long comment thread in the previous video saying that the word robota can mean work. Now, it does mean work. I have seen, I think on Bazosh, I think there's like a section that's called like robot or like robota or something to that effect. And that's kind of like if someone's looking for work, then they'd want to go under that section of the website. I would say if you want more in-depth analysis, you should go to the previous video and look in the comment section, because there's this thread that you can check out and even be a part of. But that's gonna do it for today's video. That was on 5 Slovak words that are false friends of English. So, what did you think of the 5 false friend words that I chose for today's video? Did you learn something new? did I get all of the definitions totally accurate, or was I wrong in some? Because in the previous video I wasn't the most accurate on some things, and I definitely got called out in the comments, which is a good thing. So if you're watching this video, be sure to go down and check in the comments, or even leave a comment, and even watch the previous video if you want to see more content like this. Now, I'm hoping to do another video that's similar to this one sometime soon. And don't forget to leave a like on the video if you found it interesting, entertaining, informative, or something to that effect. And if you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm not going to always be doing these language videos, but I will sometimes be doing videos when I'm out and about. But lately, for these cold days, I'm going to be doing a little bit more videos that are indoors. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.